Coach Marsh is a neutral.
So many things, right? Let's talk about it. Let's extract them from what we just saw. First of all, does that seem impactful?
Yeah.
For so many reasons, right? Okay, so what did we learn? What did Brock learn in this exercise?
How much more you can do.
How much more he could do. Do you know, and the other reason it was important to see this is because they were doing this as a team prior to Coach's challenge event. And they were going about 20 yards, and that was it. And Coach was saying, good job. So in their mind, they had the condition to only go 20 yards. That's as far as that they could go. Now, what's the danger of that? If you're always going to the 20s, it establishes your limit. You're only going to go as far as you've always gone. That's another deep one for somebody. That's another deep one. You only go as far as you've always gone. So if you've only gone to the 20, you start thinking your max is 20, right? So he learned that he can go further, but he couldn't go by himself, could he? What did he need to go to the next level? He needed a coach with him. And the coach wasn't just from a distance. The coach got on the ground with him, right? And pushed him and challenged him to give his absolute best. Why was it important for him to have blindfolders on? Because had he seen where he was, what would he have done? He would have been tempted to give up, right? At the 20, your mind starts saying, I'm done. Coach, you're tripping, right? Coach, you don't understand. So your mind also begins to reinforce limiting factors. How do we change that? Don't look or expose ourselves to a high level of thinking, right? Continue to stretch what we think we're capable of doing. If we don't stretch ourselves, we'll never actually perform better. What else was discovered in this deal? I think the coach learned some lessons too, didn't he? What did he learn? That with his involvement, there's no limit to how far his players can go. And you know what? With your involvement with your students, there's no limit to how far they can go. But you got to get involved. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You must get involved, and you have to believe. The moment you stop believing, they stop believing. The moment you stop loving, as Dr. Cheryl said, they stop loving. Yes, sir.
I just want to make another observation.
Yes, sir.
You know, you hear so much about litigation with coaches pushing students beyond their abilities,
yes.
and then they get injured or they pass out. But as Dr. was saying earlier, she said she was teasing when she threw out the question about if we are willing to risk losing our job for what we're doing. I think the coach too risks his job by pushing that student to that extent, because that boy could have passed out.
The most important thing in that moment was him and the kid trusting each other and him modeling that if we work together, there's no end to how far we can go. The rest of the team was very impacted, weren't they? They all stood up and they were like, man, this is amazing what this kid has done, right? So it's important that we are able to push the limits, if it were, by belief, by exposing to possibilities, right? Without having to break the law, if it were. Because we don't want any of those coaches that march. You can't do this, man. All right? You heard it right here. You've been warned. Okay? You can't do that. But you can push these kids, right? You can push them in the classroom. You can encourage the best in them and bring out the best. Now, I have another clip I want to show you. This says, teachers are mentors. Remember we've been talking about teachers are? They're mentors who reveal and show us the world of possibility. We just discovered that in the last video. But it's your job to help them use their minds, their imaginations, and their dreams, right? Use their minds, their imaginations, and their dreams. How many of you guys, when you were kids, will reportedly say, and honestly say, you were a lot bolder when you were a kid? You were less inhibited. Some of you used to sing in front of people, and now you stopped. Why?
More self-conscious.
More self-conscious. How does that happen?
I guess I spend a lot of time worrying about what people think about me.
There you go. Spending time worried about what people around you are saying. And then so the negative outcome of that is that it inhibits my creativity, my freedom to be who I really can be, right? And who I really want to be. So if we realize that as teachers, what is one of our assignments to do? Help bring those things out, right? Help minimize that temptation or those words against the kids' growth and creativity. So we've got to be the biggest cheerleaders. We've got to be the ones that expose them to opportunities, because our job is to help them use their minds, their imagination, and their dreams. Let's play the next one.